Our neighborhood was just jam-packed with hockey players. And I think the thing for me is my parents never signed me up, so I can remember looking out the door. It was a Saturday, and everybody was going to hockey. And I was like, why is everybody going to hockey and I'm not? So I asked my mom. She says, oh, you have to take a year of figure skating before you can go. It's a rule. I think she was just delaying. And then the next year, well, you need to take another year. So eventually, they enrolled me. I think, walked my father and mother down to the registration. They were so busy with work, obviously you can understand they were trying to provide, but I wanted to play. I think in the end it probably helped me because I was so hungry to play hockey. The arena for me was everything. That's where everything happened, That was my savior. That's where I love to go. Just coming to the rink, even today when I walk in here, puts a smile on my face. I think playing all different sports, growing up here in Richmond Hill, and it was such a great town, and even playing on the Mill Pond, I think we even played for a championship out there in the public schools. So all combined, I think it's just one big happy memory of playing sports here. Probably my parents mostly because they were hardworking people that didn't have a lot of time. So when they did put their money on the table, you had to really love it. They were all in if you were all in. There was a lot of coaches like Bob Rossi and Bill Perry that volunteered their times to help me get better. And to see that I could go on a little bit farther than just playing in Richmond Hill. They saw a little potential there, and they kept nudging me and pushing me to eventually leave and try to become a hockey player. My highlight was being part of the Oshawa Generals. That was my greatest highlight in junior hockey growing up because of just being involved with that team, and it was such a team. And I was pushed to my limits. And I always talk about, in the scouting industry, we're always looking for players to perform, kind of above their ability. And I think that's where I formed is when I played for the Oshawa Generals. We were playing for a national championship, and you had to kind of up your game. And I think it brought out the best of me playing for that team, and that's probably the highlight. Everyone talks about the winning goal, but just being on that team and winning a championship with those guys is probably my biggest highlight. Well, I think the one thing I'd probably say to them is that you can do it. Success comes in a long kind of way, and then for me, it's come. It's almost been 20 years between championships that I've won, and I'm 49 and won my first Stanley Cup. To stay with it, you'd be surprised, what you can achieve if you just stay with it. If you're a learner and a doer and a thinker, and you've got that dream inside you, you'd be surprised how far you can go.